Up next on Lion TV, we have Kat with a story about students preparing for the ACT. Jordan Bowman with a standout girls basketball player for this week's Line of the Week.
And me, Linus Bowman, to give you the updates on the state wrestling tournament. All that and more, Lion TV starts now.
Good morning, Searcy High, and welcome back to another episode of Lion TV. I'm Jackson Haar.
And I'm Jordan Jones. I hope everyone has enjoyed their week so far. Let's get right into these morning announcements.
Students are required to bring their bus ID tag with them every day. If you ride the bus, please note that if you do not have your bus ID tag with you, you may be turned away and will not be able to ride the bus.
There will be no parking in the arena parking lot throughout February 27th through March 1st due to the state tournament. All students will be parking in the PAC parking lot and the lot behind the indoor practice facility. This will become first come, first served during the spots at this time.
You're Hired is an exciting event being held March 11th through the 12th from 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. in Lion Arena, designed to connect businesses with motivated graduating high school seniors who are eager to embark on their professional careers. The signing event will take place April 23rd at 6 p.m. in Lion Arena to acknowledge the achievements of students who secured positions through the You're Hired event. Any interested student needs to start creating or updating their resume and see Ms. Holman in the counselor's office. If you have questions, you can see Ms. Churchwell or Ms. Holman.
Johnson's will be on campus Friday, March 15th to deliver graduation orders. We will call students at the beginning of 10 a.m. to the Lion Arena lobby to pick up their orders. Senior students returning from ASUBB need to go directly to the arena lobby once they return to campus, and seniors that do not have classes on campus during the morning need to make plans to come to the arena at 10 a.m. to pick up their order. Any senior who has not ordered a cap and gown yet needs to do so to ensure it will be shipped in time for graduation. You may not participate in the graduation ceremony without a cap and gown. Orders will be placed at johnsons.com.
Hey Jordan, are you ready for your ACT?
Not really, I just don't know how to prepare.
Well, luckily for us, Kat Bremen has a story on how to prepare for the ACT. Kat?
During the ACT, students have trouble preparing for the ACT, but thanks to Ms. White, we can find out how we can prepare for the ACT.
I think it's great that the state offers the free opportunity for the kids to take the ACT at school because they're in a comfortable place, they're not having to worry about paying for it, they're in rooms with kids and teachers they know. So I think it's a great opportunity.
I think it's a really good opportunity for getting into your college or a college that would accept you for whatever, like if you get a good score.
Taking the ACT, students can prepare themselves for college. It might also help students pay for their own colleges.
I think most of my students are excited. We spend a lot of time going through things that will help them succeed and bring their score up. So they're excited to have a designated time to grow their score and get more money for college.
Well, we watched videos where it's this guy who's kind of goofy, but you know, like there's these videos for English ACT stuff, and then we have separate things on the website for science and math.
By taking the ACT, colleges can look at your ACT scores and determine if you can get your college degree.
I think it's important for students to take the ACT and take it over and over and get their score up, because that is how colleges determine how much aid you get financially. So a college might let you in just based on your GPA, and that's great, but if you want scholarships, you have to have a solid ACT score.
By taking the ACT, it can help you with choosing what type of college you want to go to.
Guidelines for taking the ACT, and lots of guidelines for the teachers giving it at school. So you can't have your phone near you at all when you're taking the ACT. Your calculator has to be checked for certain things. You have to have ID or be identified correctly. So there are lots of rules for taking the ACT.
I am taking it because it's a thing for my English class, and I think that it would be good to look at different colleges and where I want to go, because I want to be a Foley artist.
By taking the ACT, it can help you prepare for college and help you get your college degree. Now back to the news desk.
Thanks, Kat. Now I know what I will need to do.
I hope that helped you. You better get to studying.
The last decade has seen declining voter confidence in the election processes all throughout America. Concerns about the election integrity have led to the creation of an election integrity unit within Arkansas Attorney General Office. The beginning of early voting in the primary election on Tuesday heralds the first merit test of specialized unit. The unit was created last year when ACT 544 was signed into law and enabled the Attorney General's office to file civil suits for the election-related offenses, compensating for the fact that the Attorney General cannot bring criminal charges itself.
The White House is considering using provisions of federal immigration law repeatedly tapped by former President Donald Trump to unilaterally enact a sweeping crackdown on the southern border, according to 3 people familiar with the deliberations. The administration, obstructed by Republican lawmakers who rejected the negotiated border bill earlier this month, has been exploring options that President Joe Biden could deploy on his own without congressional approval, multiple officials and other familiars with the talks have said. But the plans are nowhere near finalized, and it's unclear how the administration would draft such executive actions in the way that would survive the inevitable legal challenges.
The collapse of a sand hole that killed 7-year-old Indiana girl who was digging with her brother on a Florida beach is an underrecognized danger that kills and injures several children in a year around the country. Sloan Mattingly died Tuesday afternoon at Lauderdale by the Seas Beach when a 4 to 5 foot deep hole collapsed on her and her 9-year-old brother Maddox. The boy was buried up to his chest, but the girl was fully covered. Video taken by a bystander shows about 20 adults trying to dig her out using their hands and plastic pails, but the hole kept collapsing on itself. Hey Jackson, have you noticed all the rain we've been getting recently?
I have. It's been off and on. Let's send it to Eric Crowley for our weekend update.
Good morning, Jersey High. Here's your weather. Today's going to be sunny with a high of 67, rain at 3% chance, winds blowing northwest at 12 miles per hour, humidity at 47%, and your sun rose at 6:44 a.m. On to tonight. Tonight will be clear with a low of 42, rain at 2% chance, winds blowing northwest at 5 miles per hour, humidity at 62%, and your sun will set at 5:56 p.m. On to the almanac. Average temperatures have been a high of 73, a low of 21. Monthly average of precipitation is 3.90 inches, and month to date is 2.74 inches. On to that 5cast. On Saturday, it will be sunny with a high of 66, a low of 43, and a 2% chance of rain. Sunday will be partly cloudy with a high of 74, a low of 53, and a 3% chance. Monday will be partly cloudy with a high of 78, a low of 63, and a 5% chance. Tuesday will be cloudy with a 78 as your high, 60 as your low, and 24% chance of rain. And on Wednesday, it'll be a thunderstorm with a high of 65, a low of 32, and a 75% chance of rain. It may be raining on the day, but expects to see some warm temperature. Now sending it back to the news desk.
Thanks, Eric. I'm looking forward to that warmer temperature.
Me as well, but I'm also feeling kind of hungry. Jackson, what's for lunch today?
Today for lunch, we'll be having whole grain pancake bites, classic cheese pizza, classic cheeseburger, chicken and cheese crispito, ham and cheese wrap, and milk.
Sounds absolutely delicious, and I can't wait.
Me either. Make sure to thank our amazing lunch ladies for all their hard work. Hey Jordan, did you hear about the girls basketball team making playoffs for the first time in years?
Yes, and I hear that Jordan Bowman has a new line of the week, and I can't wait to see who it is.
Well, let's find out.
Happy Friday, Cersei, and welcome back to Line of the Week, where we talk to talented and skilled students here at SHS. Our special guest today is London Flowers. Well, London, what made you want to join the basketball team?
Well, my grandpa coached at the junior high, and I grew up just always being around basketball, and it just kind of inspired me to join.
What position do you play, and how does that affect the team?
I play the center, and I think it's very beneficial to the team because I'm usually the one in there that's rebounding and passing the ball to the guard.
What's your favorite part about basketball?
My favorite part is probably the atmosphere with the new arena and all the fans, and I love the competition.
Okay. And then what are some things that you struggle with?
Personally, I struggle with free throws. I'm not the best free throw shooter, and I feel like I'm always at the line. So.
Okay. And then who inspired you to play basketball?
Definitely my mother. She pushes me to do my best at everything that I do. So.
And then overall, why do you enjoy it?
I just love the sport, and I love to be a part of something that I'm good at and that I can thrive in.
Thanks, London, and I hope everyone has a baller weekend. Now, back to the news desk.
London Flowers is a good choice. She definitely puts in a lot of work for the team.
She sure does. She is an amazing player. Speaking of basketball, what's going on in the sports world?
Well, let's hear from Linus Bowman, who has an update for us.
Happy Friday, Searcy High. We've got quite a bit of sports updates to get into from this past week, so let's jump right into it. In local sports, the boys and girls wrestling team are participating in the state tournament at UALR in Little Rock. The girls participated in the tournament yesterday, and we will get those results for you guys in the next show. The boys will participate in the state tournament later today. The Searcy Lions girls basketball team has officially secured the second seed for the state tournament happening next week. They will play on Wednesday and are very likely to face the BB Badgers. In recent games, the girls blew out Valley View last Friday, 60-36, and then beat the Pioneers in Batesville this Tuesday with a score of 53-46. Putting their overall record at 22-6 and 10-3 in conference. Both the girls and boys basketball teams have one last regular season game here at Lion Arena today for senior night against the Nettleton Raiders. Both games will be live streamed at our YouTube channel at Searcy High Lion TV. And other news, tennis coach Doc Watson has been voted most outstanding coach for fall sports by the Arkansas High School Coaches Association. If you see him in the halls, be sure to congratulate him on this fantastic achievement. Moving on to national sports, in the MLB, spring training games will start later today with many games to look forward to, including the reigning World Series champions, Texas Rangers, taking on a revamped Kansas City Royals team, a divisional matchup between the reigning NL champion Arizona Diamondbacks and the Colorado Rockies, and finally a crosstown matchup between the two Chicago teams in the Cubs and the White Sox. While these games don't mean anything to the regular season, it does show where each team is before the season starts at the end of March. In college basketball, the number 15th ranked Creighton Blue Jays knocked down the number 1 UConn Huskies in a double-digit score of 85-66 Tuesday night. This would break a 14-game winning streak from over the last month. Stephen Ashworth scored 16 of his 20 points in the first half, while Trey Alexander finished with 16 points. The Blue Jays also made 14 of 28 three-pointers in the second best shooting night from beyond the arc with this season. Creighton's next game will be against St. John's on Sunday, while UConn's next game will be against Valonia on Saturday. Well, Searcy, that's all the sports updates I have for you this week. I hope everyone has a great Friday and an even better weekend. Now let's send it back to the news desk with Jackson and Jordan.
Thanks for the update, Linus. Glad we're all caught up.
Me too. Unfortunately, I think we reached the time for another show, Searcy. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Searcy High Lion TV.
And to follow us on X at Lion TV, Instagram at Searcy Lion TV, and on Facebook at Searcy High Lion TV. Signing off, I'm Jackson Hart.
And I'm Jordan Jones. Have an amazing weekend, Searcy.